Hey guys, Time Repair bringing you some more Warcraft 3 action. Thankfully spawning in the north we have Grubby playing as Orc. Going for a fast tech strategy here with the Farseer. As offense him down the south we have Gonz playing as Night Elf with the Keeper of the Grove. His Ancient Wall creeping. Now looking to defend against the harass. The map is Concealed Hill and this one just from WC3 Champions Ladder, and as you can see it's a real marathon match.
A player's forces are under attack.
Underway. Nice to see some grunt action. You know, we've just been seeing headhunters all day so far. Well, can't even remember the last time I saw not going grunts. Or grunts first, at least. Sometimes we see a side tick later on. Our experience so far from Grubby. Good deny on the Treant. Keeper of the Grove. Pretty much out of mana now though, so has to make this wave of Treants count. Grubby just looking to slow down the creeping. Pretty successful in their objective so far. He's going to be able to get his first bit of experience. Nope, denied. Grunt in the mix now though. A couple of archers quite low here. Resummon on the wolves. Maybe this will be his first bit of experience. Nope, denied again. Alright, Gonz on fire with those denies so far. TC second, got a bestiary coming up out the back there as well. Gonz still quite far away from completing his tech. There's a shop coming up as well as the hunter's hall out to the side there. Sprinkling of damage onto the grunts, but with no entangle, can't really look to kill or actually pressure anything very much here. And the wolf gonna spot that hunter's hall on its way out.
Player's forces are
so
under
Grubby
attack.
with a good idea of the tech progression of Gonz now. Picking up a second bestiary as well, interesting choice. If we're going to see some mass raiders action or maybe some mass wind riders. Mantle of intelligence there. Finally level 2 on the keeper. Oh, and Grubby going for the big item, pulling the overlord from the center camp. Cheeky stuff. See the panda over here. Oh boy. Wow. It could have been a breath of fire steel, very close to it. Grubby actually spinning the stomp. Guarantee he got the kill. And that's a very strong item for him as well. Legion Doomhorn. Stack that on top of the
town is under siege.
Torrent Chieftain's endurance aura, and that's just so much mobility. Very annoying to deal with. Creeping here for the panda. We've got the Keeper of the Grove scouting, looking for some opportunities. Okay, and it is going to be mass raiders for the moment.
The player's forces are under attack.
In production. Doesn't look like Grubby's going to try cancel those though. Might be able to go down and kill them though with the raiders. They do quite sizable damage to those buildings. And hitting level 2 here, gets the big invul potion. Keeper does still have the town portal scroll. So Grubby going to do some creeping himself though. Ancient of War scouting that out. Grubby also has this sentry ward down here. So most of these not going to get creep jacked. Grubby a little bit behind in experience though at the moment. And here comes the Keeper. Raiders bashing away at the Ancient of War there. Gotta be careful he doesn't get massed and snared though on the Keeper. Dangerous
A
play
player's
from
forces are under
Gonz.
attack.
Oh, Grubby picking up the sapper. Oh, that could be nasty. 2 moonwells right here. Easy pickings if that sapper gets the damage done.
A town
And
is
meanwhile,
under siege.
finishing off the creep camp in the center. We'll hit level 3, but there we go. Big sapper damage. 2 moonwells down. No one into trouble. We've got a couple dryads out. Gonna assist with the defenses, but this is just nasty damage from Grubby.
A player's
Gonna
forces
take
are
down
under
every
attack.
single moonwell here. Panda has to give up on the creeping. Sentry ward sees us coming. So Grubby's gonna lose 2 raiders for the trouble. Oh, maybe a third now. Another entangle coming through. Panda's here now as well. And Insnare surrounded. They pop the breath of fire though. And you break free of the surround. Focus fire onto the Farseer. Panda does have the big invul as well, so... Oh, and now the staff too. No chance for the kill there for Grubby. Oh boy. Farseer able to run away to safety. Maybe if he didn't have both auras there, the Dryads could have kept the Farseer stuck. Maybe could have got the kill, but not an option. Grubby with the sentry ward here, and the sentry ward here sees the push to the north from Gonz and looking to come back in and do some more damage. Now he's transitioning over to Wind
A
Riders
town is under siege.
after that initial raider push and
A player's forces are under
upgrading the
attack.
grunts with the brute strength. Coming back in, cancelling the moonwells. Sentry ward's working really nice for Grubby. Tangle on the Farseer though. Transfers over the big healing potion. Stays alive. Tangle on the TC this time though. Slight misplay there from Gonz. After the Dryads threw that first wave of spears, should have ran forwards. So he would have been closer range for the
A
next
town
range
is
of
under siege.
next round of spears. Maybe could have got a little bit more damage done there.
A player's forces are under attack.
Still, Night Elf with the hero level advantage. Looks like he's going to be able to chase down this grunt. Not sure where that peon's off to either. Wind Riders, meanwhile, looking for some damage in the base, but 4 archers back there. Good defense against that. Grubby getting the run around. Looks like Grubby maybe trying to isolate the archers, but they've already run back to the Night Elf base. Gotta be careful he doesn't get entangled here. Oh, Grunt getting slowed by the Dryad. Zeppelin, but it's a little bit too late. We're going to load the rest of the army into the Zeppelin though, get away to safety, maybe even come down for some more damage. If he could have got like another sapper down here, that would have been devastating, but
A town is under siege.
that is really achievable. One wisp down. Gonz finally equal on the food count to his army size. TC left behind a little bit there. Took a lot of damage. And Age Protect and production for Gonz. I think that's a really good idea. Probably could even do with like 2 or 3 of those. Grubby back on the Raider production. 50 food now. And oh boy, looks like he's maybe going to try for an expansion in the center, getting a tower down there.
A player's forces are under attack.
Does have Nature's Blessing on these buildings as well, so they've got the extra armor. Making them a little bit more durable. Grubby pulling back, doing some creeping. His sentry wards have worn out, so he doesn't know the Night Elf movements. Tree of Life right next to the tower. Looks like the tower's not going to complete in time, and we have enough army here to kill that. So this is a bold move from Gonz, trying to go for an expansion where his
Forces
army
are
is
under
maybe a
attack.
little bit weaker than Grubby's. Does put the pressure on Grubby though to get something going. Ironhorn or Stormwind as well. Pretty nice item.
A town is under siege.
Full range of auras there. Coming in here for the kill on the shop. Grubby trying to go for the tier 3 tech.
A player's forces are under attack.
Now I'm going to try pressure the base a bit. Does have the fortified armor on the burrow, so they are a little bit more durable, but still can go down. Grubby does have one extra burrow with the food, so doesn't matter if he loses one of these, but can't afford to lose any further. Grubby, meanwhile, once again trying to tower up over here, completes the creeping. Now has a slight experience lead over Gonz. Here we go, coming in.
A player's forces
Riders
are under
looking
attack.
to stay above the trees for the moment. Big stomp. Go focus onto the keeper. Keeper gets very low, has to use the heal pot. Another stomp. Windrider's coming back in. Let's say town portal forced. Oh, there goes the raider. Nice breath of fire on the exit. Plays with a huge amount in the bank, staying at 50 for such a long time. Grubby having to rebuild now. Going to build some towers as well. It's probably a wise choice.
A player's
Okay,
forces
just the
are
one
under
tower
attack.
at that position. Oh boy. Where are the heroes? Not with the rest of the army. That's the answer. And now Gonz using 3 drives there quickly. Might get a raider in return. Oh, and does get a wind rider too. Ouch. Oh, might even get the grunt now. Grubby on the run. Oh no, this is not going well for Grubby. Could have stuck around there to fight a little bit longer. Looks like he was coming down looking for the deny on the TC. Got there a tiny bit too late.
A player's forces are under attack.
Going into the Zeppelin. Oh, what's the Shredder doing? Running right into the clutches of the Night Elf army. Getting above the trees now, though. Do have one tower down here. Guys should be able to take that down quite easily. I'm not sure what Grubby's up to at the moment.
A town is under siege.
He's a little bit lumber bound, but still nowhere near 50 food. Produce a few more units at least. Interesting tactic there from Grubby. Pop the Torn Chieftain down just to give the move speed buff from the aura to get that Wind Rider away alive. It's a cheeky tactic, but it actually is working out for him.
A town is
And
under
he gets
siege.
away from that Elf army. Another wave of treants coming through, looking to bash through the Voodoo Lounge. Probably doesn't want to lose this one though. Comes out with all the peons for repairs.
A player's forces are under attack.
And maybe we'll see some orbs on his heroes. Orb of lightning. Probably finally back up to 50 food now as well. Gonz with the
town is
Tree of
under
Life here
siege.
waiting to put down the expansion. Hasn't crept up his camp yet though, so can't go for that quite yet. And there we go, Orb of Lightning onto the Farseer. No side tick yet to counter the entangles. Doesn't have any casters, so entangle often means death. Even though it is just the level 1 entangle. Oof, loads into the Zeppelin, almost 0 HP on that. There's the shop this time. Grubby, though, not
A player's
looking to
forces
defend
are
his
under
base. Does
attack.
have, you know, quite a few burrows back here as well as the tower. Feels like he can defend his base quite effectively. Gonz also with a tower, though, the Ancient Protector, and Grubby does have one Bat Rider there as well. Look at how fast that TC is, though. Able to run away for the moment. Sees the expansion on his way through. Oh, bit of blocking. Farseer in some trouble. Breaks free of the surround attempt, though, with a cheeky shot there from the Farseer. Very good reactions from Grubby. We make Make sure this TC keeps the double auras on the Farseer, and with that, Grubby able to run away to safety. You can see what a big impact that Legion Doomhorn's having on Grubby right now. Night Elf army just cannot keep up. Able to run away to safety so cleanly.
A town is under siege.
Okay, Grubby can do some long-range mining now. He's got the shredder there, so he's got lumber for days. Oh boy. Doing well down. On supply stuck now at 52. Such a bad threshold for him. Can't find the opportunity to creep out this expansion either. And Grubby, okay, starting up a line of towers over here, looking for the expansion. 1-2 upgrades on the Dryads, by the way, versus 1 damage upgrade on the Wind Riders. Trying to creep out the expansion position now, but Grubby not going to let Gonz off the hook. Not going to let him get this easily. One Wind Rider down, but also 1 Dryad down. Breath of Fire there onto the heroes. I see with the town portal. Raider falling. Ooh, Tree of Life, close to death. Still ticking though. Regen, not particularly strong. Oh, he's left it behind as well. Just more creeping out for Grubby as well. A couple, there's only 1 really camp left. I suppose actually this fountain still hasn't been crept out. Maybe on Gonz's agenda. Looks like Grubby going to come down and try and contest those camps. Gonz scouts out Grubby's wall of towers. They are pretty well spread out though, so maybe Gonz can pick them off. We're going for the fountain camp. Gets rune braces. Reasonable item for the Farseer, since Farseer seems to be taking a bit of a focus fire from the entangle from the Breath of Fire, reducing that magic damage coming through. Kind of wants the healing from the fountain. There's quite a few low health units. He's going to finish off the camp, but looks like Grubby using this time to wrap around.
Are under attack.
Try and pressure the gold mine. Does have a Bat Rider with the burning oil in the mix as well, so that stops any repairs from the wisps. And with that, Grubby able to take down the entangling mine. Or the completed entangled. A second expansion from Gonz in the center, but the Bat Riders shut that down as well. There it goes. No cancel on that either. Ouch. Oh, meanwhile, Grubby going for this expansion. And he gets it too. With predominantly piercing damage. Gonz just never repaired that up to full. We're going to have to go with the town portal here. Gets away without losing too much. Yeah, I mean, Gonz, I think he had that expansion at like 2/3 health. He didn't repair it up. Grubby able to pounce on that. Completely shutting down the expansion attempts so far. Still got those archers back here running defense. Gotta stop these Bat Riders from doing too much. Main mine is dry, so Gonz looking to come out with the Tree of Eternity. Looks like he's going to go for the central camp. Rebuild on the expansion down the corner as well. Grubby, meanwhile, retreating back to his wall of towers. Constructing the expansion the old-fashioned way, not going to go for the pocket expansion. Just about complete now. Tiny bit more experience here for Gonz, getting very close to the level up on the keeper now. Ooh, and the panda is already level 5. Picking off both the bat riders there, it looked like.
Forces are under attack. The town is under siege.
With the fire. Working well against the towers. Towers switching their focus fire over to the dryads now. Big damage. Oh, the dryads getting shredded by the towers. One down. 2 towers down though. That high level breath of fire really melting the watchtowers. Big chain lightning in. TC in a touch of trouble. Transfers over the rune bracer. Try to keep him healthy. Still strong on the night elf side. Just the heroes defending here for Grubby. Not many towers remaining. Didn't bring the Wind Riders. Where are they even? Okay, Grubby going for the town portal across to this position.
A player's forces are under attack.
I see very low, no healing salves either. Towers doing their best against the Night Elf army. TC a little bit isolated. He's tanky boy. He's got the Ring of Regen. Chance to miss ring protection, armor for days, but still at risk of going down. Another breath of fire, another tower down. Am I missing? Oh, okay, here are the Wind Riders. Looks like they're down at the fountain. I couldn't find them on the map. And there goes the Farseer. Zeppelin arriving a touch too late. And that's the level up on the Keeper as well. Wind Riders bashing away at the Tree of Eternity in the center, but without the burning oil, not doing a particularly good job. Stuff out.
A player's forces are under
attack.
attack.
Working. Wind Riders on the move. My treants harassing the gold. And all those towers, and it still wasn't enough. That high level breath of fire, so strong. Do have a couple shaman in the mix. That master shaman too, so maybe see some bloodlust, maybe. Purging away the treants though, quite nicely.
A player's forces are under attack.
To revive on the Farseer. Probably just trying to be annoying with these Wind Riders at the moment, but he's outmined 2 versus 1 at the moment, so economy situation not looking too good for him. Gonz's army though quite weak. Another wave of treants coming through, looking to just clear off the trees so these Wind Riders can't hide anymore, which I think is a reasonable idea. Probably cheeky coming back in, able to pick off a wisp quite quickly there. Wind Riders did get upgraded at some stage. Now they're 2-1. And now they've got the poison as well. It does a lot of damage over time. Let's see how much damage it does to that archer. 1 shot now.
A player's forces are under attack.
Rebuild on one of the towers for Grubby. So he's going to try to defend his expansion. No shop here. In fact, no. Okay, shop out the back. So fast he's going to stop by there before coming through. Speed scroll. That's it. No salves. And Gonz on the offensive. He's broken into low upkeep, but not by much. Only 4 food. Dodge most of that breath of fire damage with the peons. Jumping into the burrow.
A town is under siege.
Okay, now I've got some bloodlust. You have the dispel though from the dryads.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, Grubby's aerial army, meanwhile, looking to kill off the Ancient Protector. We've got a tower portal back to defend this. Looks like Grubby did manage to take down the entangled mine as well. Gets over the trees, away from the Dryads. Going to come in for some cheeky damage onto a couple of these slightly isolated units. Picks off one Dryad and back over the trees. Gonz can't quite get the kill there. And here we go, the ground army coming through. Big chain lightning.
Players' forces are under attack.
Take down one of the towers. Here comes the ground army though. Grubby with this annoying, harassing style. Even though Gonz badly outmining him. Still performing very well in Grubby with a massive bank at the moment. 1k gold. Making good use of the healing fountains. Don't want to protect us down here. Gonz looking to fortify his expansion.
A player's forces are under siege.
Hasn't rebuilt any wisps for this mine though. And here we go, Grubby coming in for the harass again. This Ancient Protector in an interesting position. Works reasonably well, but one Dryad still getting picked off. Grubby losing nothing in return. To come in here and cancel a couple of these towers first and foremost. Gets one of them. Did lose the Bat Rider for the trouble. Now we're going to go for the entangled mine. Here come the Dryads though. Bloodlust loading into the Zeppelin over the trees. Oh, two Wind Riders coming in. In fact, all of the reinforcements for Grubby coming in from the main base. Getting somewhat intercepted there. Tries to bloodlust his way to safety. Unsuccessful though. Good dispel from Gonz. Might as well try it, but unsuccessful attempt. Again, making use of the heal fountain. Looks like Grubby going to try to fight this one from the fountain though. Picks off two Dryas very quickly. Moving back down. Here goes the Zeppelin though. Breath of Fire. Oh, the Shaman getting shredded. Riders back over the trees. Now we've picked up one more Dryad. Probably about 10 food behind at this stage though after losing all of those Shaman. Ooh, and now another Wind Rider. And that was the level up on the Panda. That's really bad news for Grubby. He's getting surrounded potentially on his fast here. They'll still have the town portal though. He has to spend it. This way to safety. Gonz still with only one wisp on this mine though. Missing a lot of gold income. He finally notices. Starts wisp production again. Oh man, that's really bad for Gonz though. It's kind of what's keeping Grubby in this match at the moment, I'd say. I think that Gonz maybe missed out on like... it must have been close to 2k gold. He's operating on one wisp for such a long time there. Probably with 4k lumber, that shredder's done his job well and truly. Probably doesn't have to worry about that for the rest of the game. Big stomp. Gonna pick off a couple of the bears. Speed scroll away to safety. TC trying to keep the pressure on. TC doesn't have an Orb of Lightning as well though, so can't get the purge. Can't purge off the rejuvenation or, you know, purge just to keep the keeper in place. The fire there from the Panda, just bashing away at the production buildings now. Grubby back up to 50 food though. Gonz once again at an awkward amount, just 53, missing a lot of gold income from that low upkeep. not much to show for it. A little bloodlust coming through, and the dryad population is dwindling. Not going to have dispel for all of this, I don't think. Big stomp. Oh, that's massive. Only one dryad remaining. Big breath of fire. Stuff out on one dryad. He's been using all of that mana on it. Bloodlust though doesn't have any for purge on the treants, but doesn't end up mattering. Grubby making a beeline towards the fountain. Pairs up his structures at the expansion. 7k left here versus the same there. Even more in that central mine, so that's bad for Grubby. But he did trade pretty efficiently in that fight. Gonz with not enough dryads to really fight off the Wind Riders there, and he's only got one damage upgrade on them as well. Stopping by the shop, picks up an invul potion. Probably maybe looking for this expansion. Smashing away at the tower to start things off. So he'll be able to pick off one tower.
Forces are under attack.
Oh, has to give up on that. Oh, I didn't even notice. It's like, why isn't Grubby making any wolves? It's because he went for one level of far sight on the far seer. You don't see that too often.
Town is under siege.
So it would only be level 1 wolves. 3 chain lightning. Just getting quite confused about that, and here we go. Grubby once again finds an opportunity to kill off the entangled mine.
A player's forces are under attack.
Takes down all the wisps as well as both of the towers. And then able to run away to safety. Double treants are slowly bashing away at Grubby's base. Might take down this bestiary. Yep. One bestiary down.
A town is under siege.
Grubby cheeky again coming through. Probably killing another tower. Was attempted to be constructed. Meanwhile, Gonz 4 towers soon at this expansion.
A player's forces are under attack.
So I don't think Grubby can really fight that. And it looks like Gonz going to come in. Go for Grubby's expansion. He's had enough. Well, Grubby gonna go for the Tree of Eternity. Uh-oh. Probably just trying to defend mainly with the heroes now. Couple towers as well. Shaman low on mana. Purging away the treants, getting back onto the gold mine. Oh, okay, interesting. Let's switch over to a Kodo beast now.
A player's
That's the
forces
first one
are under
Grubby's
attack.
produced so far. Pretty handy against the bears.
A town is under siege.
And get the Devour cooking here. You do have that combo, Purge plus Devour. I don't know if the staff has anything to say about it though. Oh, but staffs away to the Tree of Eternity where the Wind Riders are waiting, and then they get the kill. So it works out very nicely for Grubby. Takes down one Dryad very, very quickly. But can't fly away quite as cleanly with all those trees turned into treants with the force of nature. Can't dodge away quite so cleanly. Might lose another Wind Rider here. He's going to try keep it above the trees.
A player's forces
Nighttime
are
now
under
as
attack.
well. I imagine Gonz probably does have Ultra Vision. Purges off the treants. We have one tower back here. Grubby looking to make a bit of a stand at his main base. Oh, Storm, Earth and Fire though from the Panda. Popping his ultimate. Looking to really get things going. Go for the Shredder. Got a beast up in the air. Grubby losing almost all of his burrows. Let's have quite a few left though. Shredder finally going down. Next up is the Kodo Beast. A lot of blood-lusted Wind Riders out the back though. Ultimate from the Keeper interrupted by the Tauren Chieftain with the stun. And ultimate wears off. And this is going to be a town portal out now from Gonz. So for a couple more Shaman on the exit. Oh, but behind this, look at that. Towers for days. 5 of them. 6 of them, in fact. Looking to defend this Tree of Eternity position. Could probably do with one more, like, slightly more towards the Entangled Mine position, but looks like Grubby can come in from this angle. Only take damage from 1 AP. Kill off the Entangled Mine. Yep. Limiting the gold income again. This one walks a tiny bit closer. Looks like the other one's going to try to eat some of these trees away, which I think is also a good idea. And Gonz fully repairing Tree of Eternity back. We'll be making use of the Healing Fountain, ready to fight again. He's got his ultimate though, the Earthquake. Maybe we could see a bit of a base race scenario. That will make this tower spam significantly less effective. Catches one of the trees uprooted. Goes down very quickly because of that. And here we go, the Earthquake is down. His tower is getting blasted, but the Entangle interrupting that. Maybe has to give up on this attack. A lot of damage to the structures, but no kills. Keeper maybe slightly out of position, getting stunned. He's got the invul potion, but he's going down so quickly, nearly died before he could even activate it there. Just off that Tauren Chieftain stun. Meanwhile, Grubby seeing the Kodo to its death there. Bad rallies for him. Grubby now the one in upkeep. Close to 60 food. Gonz just okay, breaking into low upkeep now himself. Back mining here. Looks like the Trents are going to uproot and try and eat as a methods of healing back up to full. Grubby maybe can pounce on this though with the Farsight. Sees this happening, brings in the Wind Riders to capitalize. There goes one. Object is working quite nicely here though. That's why he built 6 of them, I guess. Even after losing 2. Still can defend the base, and once again Grubby's Kodo getting caught. Looks like Gonz not going to commit to that though. Good Haze Fire getting the Wind Riders low, but it doesn't matter too much if Grubby can just run back to that Healing Fountain. He'll be able to pick off a couple Dryads, now running back to the fountain. So he's just trading so well in spite of being behind 2 gold mines to 1. Consistently picking off units, making life difficult for Gonz, and because of this Healing Fountain, that damage not sticking. This Panda ultimately not that effective because of that. The Haze Fire doing a lot of damage, but can heal it off for free, so it doesn't end up mattering that much. Grubby maybe going to try go for an Earthquake over this gap here. It looks like that's what he's trying to attempt, and I think you can do that. I'm not 100% though.
A town is under siege.
Okay, comes in from the side. take down one of these vulnerable edge protectors. Slowly chip away at the base. Oh, one shot short of lethal damage though. Rider tries to come in for the finishing blow, but the tree already walked away.
A player's forces are under
I
attack.
suppose. It's a tree. Doesn't root down in time and does end up getting picked off, and that was the level up on the Tauren Chieftain as well. Okay, what? Grubby still with a little bit more gold, but gonna run out eventually. 2k remaining. Gonz still with 7.5k at the central mine. So definitely a timer on Grubby, even though he's been trading very well. Eventually he has to kill this expansion, otherwise he's going to lose the game. So he's got the clock on. Gonz trying to plant a whole bunch more towers down. We're coming in for the quick kill on the entangled mine. Able to pick off one shaman there with the dryads. And yeah, with the liquid fire from the bat riders, can't repair. Gonz powerless against that kind of attack.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Grubby with the aura items, just able to outrun the dryads, get away to safety. Man, that has to be so annoying. Probably would now be able to outrun them anyway with the level 3 aura. Just the unholy aura stacked on top of that makes it even better. Oh, uses his Bat Rider accidentally there.
The town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
And while the army's down the bottom, looks like Grubby wants to come in for another earthquake attempt here. Oh, fake out though, doesn't actually use the earthquake, forces the keeper to staff back. Doesn't end up wasting the earthquake though. Keeper has to be a little bit careful. He does have the invul potion, but Grubby could turn around and do a lot of damage. Uh-oh, but Grubby, his vulnerable army getting caught out of position here. We lose 2 shaman for the trouble.
A player's forces are under attack.
And riders flying around, but there's not much to do at the moment. Too many towers. Looks like Gon's going to be the one on the attack again. Probably still with a couple towers over here though. Spitting out a decent amount of damage. Oh, we've got some mountain giants in the mix now. Gon's restarting the wisp production for this mine. And here we go, this one's mined out, so maybe he's going to just send the wisps over there, no need to produce anymore. Doesn't want to waste gold on that.
Are under attack.
Trent doing some scouting. Grubby with 3 damage upgrades now on the Wind Riders. And he's got the Kodo Beast Aura. So he's pretty powerful. Also has a 5 food lead, but it's not enough of a lead to be able to bash through these towers. Gonz just has to play this one smart from the protective clutches of the towers.
A player's forces are under siege.
Maybe Grubby could do like a Tome of Retraining on the Tauren Chieftain. Go for some shockwaves. Try clear out the towers that way, but at the moment it's not on the cards. And there we go, Grubby out of gold now. This is what he's got. Ancient of Wind down as well. Gonz just walking all of his trees over.
The town is under siege.
Fortifying this Tree of Eternity. Does leave his main base a little bit exposed, and there are quite a few moonwells back here. Could be nice for Grubby to take those down, prevent that healing. Prevent any further production as well. But yeah, this is just where Gonz accelerating away from Grubby. So much extra gold. Grubby picked up a heal scroll there. There's just so many towers.
The player's forces are under attack.
Can't even take down one of them. Didn't have full bloodlust on everything, but still. Stopping by the shop again. Is actually full, can't buy anything.
The town is under siege.
Looks like a couple of wisps very quickly there. Wolves chipping away at the base. Grubby did go for level 2 Farsight, by the way. Not something you see too often. Looks like one Dryad. Focus fire from these Wind Riders is scary.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
If they can get one big volley off, they can melt those Dryads. Stop. So one Dryad pays fire. There goes one Wind Rider in return. Looks off another Dryad coming around the other side. TC just acting as a bit of a blocker. Oh, but in return, again, Grubby losing yet another Wind Rider, and then a Shaman coming in from the wrong side, also going down. These are losses that Grubby can't replace. Gone so low on lumber, also can't replace. The focus fire! Wow! The stomp focus fire was nasty. Going through again. Maybe slaughtering these Dryads. There's quite a few Wind Riders now in return, look. But yeah, Gonz very lumber bound at the moment. Actually can't reproduce that many units. There was a bear, and now we've got the panda in some trouble as well. The Orc heroes with the bloodlust active. And the shockwave! There goes the panda. Oh boy, Gonz, did he throw this one away with not enough lumber income. Grubby, I don't know how he managed it. He ends up winning this fight. And now Gonz in some trouble. No keeper to stop the earthquake. Where's the Farseer going though? Still has so many towers. All those treants uprooting. Riders coming in to pounce on them while they're uprooted, and then they've got the heavy armor instead of fortified. Takes them down quite quickly. We'll be looking to close out the game here while the 9 up heroes are dead. While the army's dead. Just coming in for the dispel. He's taking down a lot of the towers, still a few more out the back though. Double Nature of Wind, only produced one hippo from it so far though. Keeper coming back from the altar. Oh, look at this, level 9 Tauren Chieftain. I don't recall the last time I've seen that in a 1v1. The hippo just managed to take down the last Wind Rider. Oh no, 2 back at the fountain in fact. we go. Gonz about to lose the Tree of Eternity. Gonna have an army of 2 hippos, 2 or 3 hippos. And a keeper against Grubby's army, but Grubby's heroes. They're the scariest thing at the moment. I can get a purge there, but not quite.
A player's force.
Now Grubby gonna maybe start some long range mining. Oh, it looks like Grubby's got pillage. You can see he's getting some resources from the peons bashing away at the buildings. That's probably even better than the long range mining returns. Such a long way to run. Oh, left his shaman a little bit exposed there. Keeper is back. Getting focused down by the heroes, emptying the tanks on the moonwells. Will be enough to survive. Grubby may be relying on a purge from the orb, but it's not coming through. This shaman should have enough mana for a purge, but it's not quite in range. Maybe he can get in range though, thanks to the auras and the bloodlust. Oh, invis potion. Farsight though to counter that.
A town
What's the
is
cooldown
under
on
siege.
Farsight? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, doesn't end up mattering. There goes the keeper. And with that, I think Grubby has the victory. Hippo's chasing, hoping to catch the Wind Riders. Desperate attempts from Gonz, but okay, he's got the panda out. Can the solo panda get the miracle going? Pops his ultimate. See with the stun. Yeah, out of mana for another stun though. Going for the earth elemental first. Not going for the buildings. Not going for the earth. At this stage though, it doesn't really matter what Grubby does. It'd be very hard for him to lose from here. Panda's desperately trying to kill the Farseer, trying to kill the Kodo Beast.
A player's forces are under attack.
Goes for the Earthquake there, trying to keep the Kodo Beast safe, trying to slow down the Pandas. Unsuccessful though. That Storm Panda does have piercing, which is why it does so much damage to those Kodos. But there we go, the duration wears off. Panda's surrounded. No escape for Gonz. And he finally throws in the towel. Let's see the in-game scores for that one, eh? Ooh, look at those hero scores. Well, that was impressive from Grubby. Gonz seemed like he had the match sewn up. He had, you know, like 6k left in that mine. All he had to do was play defensive. But, you know, he mismicroed his wisps, I guess. Didn't have any lumber to keep producing units. And then Grubby able to snipe off the heroes with that high level war stomp and the nasty focus fire. And from there, Gonz kind of tumbled down. Folded like a house of cards. GG, well played by Grubby. What a marathon match. Really leveraged the health fountains this game as well, Grubby. That was very, very impressive. Well, anyway, guys, I'll wrap on that. Thanks for tuning in to some more Warcraft 3 action. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.